Scouts forward, Landon Donovan.
Landon,
how do you move on?
Well, to be honest, the support I've received has been really overwhelming, and I think it's helped me understand the sort of impact that I've helped have, and it's been really nice. And so at the end of the day, although it's surprising and disappointing, this is my job, and all the guys out here are depending on me, and I want to continue playing and enjoying myself like I have.
You said a couple of times beforehand that I'm not a lot for this team. I'm a bubble player too. As it was coming down, did you feel an indication of this?
Do you mind moving back a step? Just so, yeah. You okay, guys?
Look towards us.
Let's not fight, guys. Go ahead,
yeah, you had said that I'm not a lock for this team. I've got to win my spot, and it's not certain that I will do so. As it was getting close to when Jurgen called you in and told you, did you have a feeling, an indication that it might play out this way?
No, quite the opposite, actually. Based on my performances leading up to camp, based on my preparation for the camp, based on my fitness, based on my workload, based on the way I trained and played in camp, I not only thought I was a part of the 23, I thought I was in contention to be starting. And so that's why this has all been pretty disappointing.
Landon, what is your level of anger or disappointment in this decision?
I'm not angry. I'm disappointed. I've spent most of my adult life and majority of my life in general dedicating myself to the sport in this country and representing my country. And so I was really looking forward to the opportunity to play in another World Cup and to help this team. And having been in camp for 10 days, I really thought I was going to contribute in a real big way, probably bigger than I had expected going in. And so from that standpoint, I think it's disappointing. I think every one of my teammates would probably echo those same words.
What explanation,
There's an impression, Landon, that maybe...
What explanation, if any, did Jurgen give you to what he's been saying, that other guys were a little bit ahead of you, from the beginning of camp?
I don't agree with that assessment. I think I was at least as good as everybody else in camp. So from that standpoint, I don't agree with it. I think you guys that know me well know I'm pretty honest when it comes to my assessment. When I say I don't play well, I didn't play well. When I say I played well, I think I played well. And I think I trained and played very well in camp. I think I was one of the better players. And so that's why it stings a little. I think at the end of the day, like I said before camp, if I had gone in and didn't feel like I deserved it, then I can live with that. But that's not the case here.
When Klinsmann announced the 30, he said, we're looking at Landon as a forward. I think that he may have been pigeonholing you into one spot rather than taking into consideration the fact that you can slide among several spots. It's the versatility is part of what you bring.
I think one of the real good attributes in my entire career has been my ability to play in a lot of different positions, a lot of different roles. Also not, although I'm an attacking player, I think I help the team defend in certain ways. I think I help the team get results in certain ways, even when it's not attacking-wise. I think I have a lot of versatility, and I think my experiences over the years have contributed to me being able to do that. So I think I would have been able to help in a lot of ways.
Landon, do you see Landon
not giving you that? Was he too much pigeonholing you? As he's a forward, he's competing with these guys, he's not competing with these guys down here.
I can only control what I can control, and that's a question you'd have to ask other people.
Landon, do you see this also being part of a personal incident that happened in the past between you and Klinsmann?
I think if I'm being judged based solely on what happened in camp, then I absolutely deserve to be going to Brazil.
No, I mean yes, but I ask you.
What does this do for the rest of your international career? Have you thought about that yet?
Honestly, I haven't had much time to think about that. I love this country. I love playing for this country. I've always loved representing this country. So I can't imagine that if I'm given another opportunity that I would say no, but assuming that I'm still capable. But at this point, I'm just trying to deal with the disappointment.
Landon, do you know why Jurgen's son would mock you on Twitter?
Sorry?
Why Jurgen's son would mock you with a tweet that seemed out of nowhere. Jurgen's apologized for it, but what would be the purpose of that?
To be honest, I don't really know his son well, so I'm not really sure where that came from.
It adds to the impression, I guess, that there's something personal involved. You want to address what personal reason there, what personal issues there might be there?
I can't speak to that. I have no idea.
Landon,
when he talked to you about being on the standby list, and he said that you said you're 24/7 ready to go in, what's your mindset? You know, if something like that were to happen, would it be hard? Would it be difficult to kind of switch gears like that? Would you say yes?
Right now, of course I would say yes to being called in to play in a World Cup to represent my country. That's what I've been working for the entire life. So I don't wish anybody ill will. I hope everyone stays healthy. You know, a part of this, although it's disappointing for all 7 of us that didn't get to go and the many others who didn't get called into the 30, I think it's also very important that after today we all move forward and support this team because they have a big task ahead, and I have a lot of friends on that team and teammates that I really want to focus the energy and move it towards supporting them so that we can have a successful World Cup.
There were a couple of other names on that list that were surprising that they didn't make it, and especially along the back line. There seems to be a sense that this team may not be as good as we thought it was going to be going in because of these cuts. Your thoughts on that?
There's a lot of arguments that you can make for everybody. Decisions are tough. It's a good thing that we have tough decisions to make. In past World Cups, you probably knew the 10 or 15 guys who were the best players, and the other ones probably weren't up to snuff. But now we have a good group of many players that are in their own way deserving of being there. So that's a good sign for U.S. soccer.
Landon, you said surprised and disappointed. Would you say mystified also? You would be accurate?
Mystified?
Yeah, by the decision.
I'm disappointed. I'm sad. You know, I'm human, and I wanted to go. I really wanted to go, and I'm at peace with it. I respect the decision. I just feel in my heart that I deserve to be there, and that's the pill that's hardest to swallow.
Beckham was able to go to the World Cup. I mean, why was he treated differently than you, do you think?
Beckham's going to the World Cup?
No, I mean, when he was aging, he was still getting on the team. Why do you think, is there any discrepancy between you and Beckham? Talk about that.
There's a lot of discrepancies between me and Beckham. I don't know. I can't speak to that.
Landon, the sabbatical you took in 2013, a lot has obviously been made about that. Looking back on it, would you still have done the same thing? Do you think it affected,
Yeah, I would absolutely do the same thing. My performances and my stats and the way I've played since my sabbatical, I think, stand for themselves and speak for themselves. So I actually think I've been a much better player since I came back.
Do you think this will be a motivational tool for you for the rest of the MLS season?
You know, I've never been a guy who sort of is motivated by the negative or the things that go against me. I don't really operate that way. Some people do, but that's not my way of doing things. I'm excited to be back here. I certainly didn't want to be back here under these circumstances or this soon, but I love these guys. These are my teammates. This is my home, and I will not let this affect me going forward.
You have a lot of fans out there who remember your goal 4 years